Hello and thanks for checking out my video. In today's video I am going to be talking about what I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. My name is Richard Murphy and I am from New Zealand, so for now just sit back, relax and enjoy the video. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom is an in-depth look at how the common financial problems we face can be solved. You may not know that you are facing financial troubles, or that you are close to becoming bankrupt. The sad part is most people don't get help until it's too late. One of the key features of this book is that it explains how the problem arises in the first place. When you lose your job, and you think that you have nothing to lose, then you are probably not even aware of what you are doing. As a result, you have one thing on your mind, which is getting another job. This can create serious problems in your finances, especially if you have an extended family, children, a mortgage, or other debts. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom is written for those who are financially stressed out right now. It is written with all the knowledge you need to start getting back on track to financial freedom. You don't have to be a millionaire, you just have to start getting your life back on track. Once you have been able to learn how to get back on track to financial freedom, you will be a lot more relaxed, and you will have a better quality of life. You will feel good about yourself and your family will be happier, too. It's a great feeling when you do something for yourself. I wish everyone knew how to get financial freedom. You are probably facing many problems and getting a lot of information from your financial advisor is limited. Do you have a financial advisor? If you don't, then you can call them and ask them what they would suggest you do. Sometimes it is better to be proactive rather than reactive. Even if you know that you can't get out of your credit card debt by yourself, I wish everyone knew that it is much easier than you might think. This is because there are several ways to get out of debt quickly and easily. There are several debt relief solutions available today that you can use, without the fear of bankruptcy. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom outlines exactly how to eliminate your debt fast. There are no going to seminars and other services. I wish everyone had that opportunity. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom is a great starting point for those who want to become financially free. Once you understand how debt works, you can plan to eliminate your debt. You can take advantage of the information I am about to present to you. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom is full of techniques that you can use right away. There are many proven methods for eliminating your debt. However, most people aren't really aware of all the options they have. They don't realize that they can do something. Debt can create major stress, anxiety, and other problems in your life. You need to find a way to solve your problem, which means that you need to be aware of what is going on. Once you can get the answers, you can start working on the solutions and eliminate your debt. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom was written by someone who is living proof of what I am talking about. They have done it, and they are enjoying their new life. This is a valuable information product, and I hope that many people will pick up a copy of this book to help them get through the stressful times that they are facing right now. We hear a lot of talk on the subject of debt relief, but very few of us know what I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. The truth is that not all the magic tips are completely achievable, especially for those of us with limited incomes and minimal assets. Retirement accounts, retirement income, and IRA funds are all private investments that you can tap into and grow as you want. The point is that many people don't realize that they can actually tap into that wealth and use it to better their lives and the lives of their family members. A lot of the techniques and tips for doing this are almost magic. With all of the bills that we all have, it can be difficult to meet basic needs. You might be able to make ends meet with your current job, but if you have a family to feed, then it doesn't really work out so well. In order to learn how can I get financial freedom, it is important to first understand what those needs are. How can I get financial freedom without having to pay taxes? You can't pay the IRS. Imagine yourself spending your entire retirement on high-priced insurance policies, on trips to the Bahamas, or maybe paying for that new SUV. If you are one of those who are not going to be able to pay for those things, you need to find a way to budget the money that you have. Sure, you can make a list, but only by keeping the expenses down to the barest minimum. Anything else is going to be an unnecessary expense. Instead of falling into a hole financially and simply allowing the house and car payments to go unpaid, you need to focus on making more money. Perhaps you will need to do some emergency work, like working as a tutor in a school. However, do it on a part-time basis so that you aren't going broke. When you are searching for ways to stretch your dollars, you need to start with the basics. Start by reducing your cell phone bill. Cut the cable and the internet. And if you can do so, find ways to trim your food expenses, so that you can live more reasonably. That is one of the basic things that you should start to do when you aren't paying as much, but you aren't paying taxes either. You need to spend less than you earn so that you aren't going to have to make payments. That is how you start creating money. However, if you are doing this on a part-time basis, then you will need to start thinking about the big picture. Do you really need that second car, when your budgeting is so poor? What about your credit cards? Just because you are paying the minimum monthly payment, does not mean that you should continue to add on more debt. It is also important to not allow yourself to become dependent on your debt payments so that you never have to face the consequences of defaulting. What is the best method for dealing with this? We have heard a lot of talk on debt settlement, but there are many other techniques that you can use to start taking care of your debt problem on your own, without any outside help. We think that there is no better option than debt settlement when it comes to freeing up some cash and moving towards financial freedom. Learn what I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom and start using these techniques today. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. The road to financial freedom is a long and winding one. One must know the ins and outs of the financial market, have a strong sense of practicality, and have good negotiation skills. However, as well as being patient and have strong willpower, it is also important to start with a plan and implement it in the easiest way possible. It is not easy and will take time, but the payoff is often large and exceeds the initial investment. To get as far as you can from the financial planning stage, here are some of the advantages and disadvantages of this type of investing. Being familiar with these can help you a great deal during the period of searching for financial freedom. Know the basics of the financial markets. Many investors get into it without a good understanding of how the financial markets work. Most companies use financial derivatives as a part of their businesses. Some of them work in stocks, while others work in bonds. You must know what stocks and bonds do before you even consider entering the market. And also know when to sell. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. There are many benefits to investing in stocks and bonds. The first advantage is that the price of a stock or bond is completely transparent. Investors are aware of the risks involved and are able to gauge the exact amount of risk they are taking by purchasing a particular stock or bond. In this manner, you can keep yourself abreast of the current trends in the stock and bond markets. Some stock prices drop drastically, while others go up. You should be aware of these fluctuations so that you don't get too comfortable. If you notice that you haven't increased your assets much in recent years, then you may want to go on a sale before it's too late. The second advantage of stocks and bonds is that if the market goes down, your shares are protected. You won't lose your money all because of one bad decision. Another advantage of stock and bond investments is that they are easy to cash out when the time comes. You don't have to go through a lengthy process of verification. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. The third advantage of stocks and bonds is that you can invest both short-term and long-term. This allows you to make more than one purchase during a given time period, thus making more money. What I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. From my research and personal experience, stocks and bonds are the best financial instruments available today. Thanks for watching my video about what I wish everyone knew about how can I get financial freedom. If you got value from watching my video, hit the subscribe button below this video. Well, that's about all from me. This is Richard Murphy from New Zealand signing off until my next video.